Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the Norwegian campaign. Some time has passed, it's September 1923, and let's see, do I get a war with the Netherlands now? No? Well, almost. Let's make sure that happens. I thought I was gonna get a war here, but fine. Alright, so what's happened since last time? Well, quite a few things. One of the more important things is that we find oil here in Morocco, which had some pretty good effects on my economic growth. Went from 10.1% per year to 13.6. It's dropped down a little bit now, but that had great effects on my shipbuilding capacity, which I've been increasing it by also increasing the shipyard size a lot, and of course the GDP growth and naval budget. And I've been able to stay positive in monthly balance for most of this time, despite building and refitting things. I'm currently refitting some ships and building some ships. So as for technology, we're now advanced. Went from very behind to average, and now advanced, thanks to the well, as you can see, the naval budget and therefore also the tech budget is quite high. And for a change, we're actually going to be fighting a nation with a much lower GDP and fewer ships. Those are the ones I have active, but as you can see, I've got a lot more. I have designed some new DD classes, but I haven't built them. So I think I'm just going to design some new ones now that you are here watching. Only one I actually built was the Valkyrie class. Or did I? No. I built that in the last episode. Never mind. Let's take a look at some of the ships I did build, just as a little show and tell before we start the war. Here's the Svea class battlecruiser. It just got finished, and I'm giving it a post-launch refit. Also gave a refit to the Vanamainen class, which now it's telling me that some parts are badly placed, but they weren't when I saved it. So basically I gave it new towers, and I designed a new battleship. It's currently under construction, and only building one of them, so it can kind of be the flagship. So letting the Danes be a little bit represented here with the name Dannebrog, like the Swedes are being represented with the Svea. And it's based on the largest dreadnought hull I have. A lot of the dreadnoughts hull I had got made obsolete, and this is the only new one I got. So that'll have to do until I get modern battleships. But as you can see, 17.5-inch guns, some decent secondaries here, with these barbettes acting to kind of fill in and make it look like it's one big superstructure, rather than just a tower and then some funnels placed on the deck, which is the actual case. And yeah, it's being constructed. Fairly powerful stuff, very expensive, as you can see. And then we have the mighty super battlecruiser Jallarhorn. I'm just kidding, it's actually just a light cruiser, but it does look like a big battlecruiser, just kind of scaled down. Only built one of these though, because I thought the hull was kind of cool. it is very, well, for a light cruiser, it is very tough. Not very fast though, but I guess port defense duties, it should be able to do quite well. I got double guns on light cruisers now, double guns on DDs, so they've been refit with those. Let's see, what else did I build that I want to show you? Oh, yeah, building 2 of these heavy cruisers. Only 2 of them, though, but I wanted to make use of some of these hulls before I get the modern stuff. And then I think some of these hulls will just be made unavailable. I'm not sure. But yeah, we are going to design more ships in the future. But for now, I just want that war with the Netherlands to start. So, with the show and tell out of the way, let's see, they've got a big navy here. And yeah, they took Venezuela from Germany and Puerto Rico as well. So I've got stuff here that I want to capture. So that was quite handy. Britain decided that, oh no, they actually want to be very friendly, so that's why that war didn't happen. Now let's see what happens. And there we go. That should be a war. Yes. Finally. Alright. Alright. Where's the rest of their navy? Is it anywhere near? Oh, here's the task force. Yeah, there's the rest of their navy. 2 battleships, 2 battlecruisers, 5 heavies, 8 lights, 3 DDs, and a torpedo boat. Alright. I'm just gonna ready the fleet then. So, one of the downsides of having my ships split up between lots of different ports is that I want them to be joined up into larger task forces before I actually engage. So yeah, I'll have to link up first before that happens. But I think we can launch some naval invasions now. Let's see. We can go straight for the Dutch Antilles, I think. Yes, that's just here. Then Puerto Rico, then Venezuela. And that should be fairly easy. So we are 6 months away from getting Mark IV 6-inch guns. 4 months away from getting triple turrets on light cruisers. And with those 2, we're going to build some light cruisers. 2 months away from stereoscopic 5. And what are we getting here? Mark III 13-inch guns. Nice. Alright. Striking the port. Easy win. Let's go for Puerto Rico as well. We got enough tonnage here. Now, there's the big task force. Let's see. That should be enough. Do I want to give them some more support from this task force, maybe? I think I do. They can get the French-built battlecruiser Riga. Get a armored cruiser and 2 of the torpedo boats. Meanwhile, the remaining 4 battlecruisers will engage this fleet. That should be an easy win. This should be quite the battle. That's actually a lot of tonnage they have. Alright then. So, okay, we get a battle here. That's not what I expected, but fair enough. I wanted my battles down off the coast of Africa, but okay. I'm afraid that means the big battleship fleet is facing my smaller fleet invading Puerto Rico. Let's do this one first, though. So I don't think the Dutch are too advanced technologically, because I did notice a couple months ago that they researched turbo-electric drive and Mark 1 20-inch guns, which are technologies that I've had for close to a decade now. I don't think I will need my DDs here. By the way, refit with 23-inch torpedoes, quite long range. Let's see how my battlecruisers fare now with better range finding, more ammunition, safer ammunition, and the turbo-electric engines. That means my cruising speed is actually 20 knots, which is not bad at all. There's the enemy battleship. Let's see what the Dutch have built. Okay, 10-inch guns, short range, not the greatest armor. It's got oil 1 though, but multiple steam expansion engine. I think we can take this on. Without much trouble. "20 kilometers away, I outranged them by like 8 kilometers. Yeah, more than 8. 8.5. Let's stay at 15. I've got decent accuracy at that range. Here you can target the Samarang, which looks like some kind of very old armored cruiser. Also 10-inch guns. Their armored cruiser has bigger guns than their battleships. Interesting. There you go, scoring hits on the battleship. That is criminally slow for a light cruiser. 15 knots. I'm not sure what the intent of this ship is. Okay. That's got to be some kind of refit. The AI typically does that. They give a they take a ship that is perfectly decent as built, and they refit it and take all the speed away. And Willem has close to within firing range. There we go. That's a slightly faster light cruiser. With decent torpedoes, actually. But for now, it's being held back by the very slow one. Willem is not doing too hot. My ships are firing HE. I'd like to try with AP instead. What kind of armor quality? 110. I've set my armor calculator to 140. Which is what I have on my newer ships. Now with Krupp 3. Tower is out, it's flooding. Fenris, you can start targeting the lead light cruiser instead. Let's see. Maybe like so? It can work, if nothing else. So this is the easy matchup. I'm a little bit more worried about the other one. Because they just went and avoided my main battle fleet and targeted the invasion fleet made out of obsolete pre-dreadnoughts. And I did promise a commenter, there we go, flash fire on Willem. I did promise not to let Harald Hårfagre sink. Yeah, poor Willem. And there she goes. Samarang still following. I set my DDs far away. Maybe I could have used them to torpedo their armored cruiser. Would be funny if nothing else. A 71% armor quality, okay. But it's not that tough. And because the light cruisers are hiding in the smoke, it is now my only target. It is blocking shots though, at that angle. There we go. That's a bit of flooding. Ballastite, picric acid. Would not be very surprised if it just decides to explode. You had short-range torpedoes. The other one actually had decent torpedo ranges, so it is my my main target. At least for now. Can we whack it hard? Need to hit it first. There we go. What are you two doing? And there we go. 10-inch guns from the armored cruiser doing a lot of damage. Next light cruiser. And then everyone just pile on the armored cruiser. In fact, Hel and Jormungand, you can just start working on that. I don't think Haarlemmermeer will... well, will not survive that, that's for sure. Or will she? 2%. There she goes. And imagine how good these are going to be when I give them their Mark III guns in a refit. I've taken no damage this battle. That's good. That means I don't need repairs. These guys have Mark III guns already. 10-inch guns. I could say that, oh, now they work a little bit better than before, but this is their first battle, isn't it? And my battlecruisers have actually dropped down to their designated 20-knot cruising speed. They are keeping a decent formation. I think having the turbo-electric engine, which is a lot more responsive than what they had before, I think that helps. Yeah. Okay. So here comes the challenging part. Yeah. Admiral Tjarkhides de Vries class battleship. 15.1-inch guns. Dove class battleship. Hercules class battlecruiser. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm up for this. Luckily, I was able to withdraw. Now I can send this, not that task force, this task force. How are we for fuel here? Fuel is good. And I can just withdraw these guys. Just for now. They can strike a port or something. All right. As for my battlecruisers here, they need something to do as well. I could try to take Bulgaria in the Black Sea. Or I can go over here and try and take Sumatra. I think I will. They will be there in one turn. Not bad, battle cruisers. That's why I like battle cruisers. They can move around. Let's see, we got the stereoscopic 5 rangefinder. That means that the next range finding tech will actually be radar. And that's neat. And we're getting modern battleships in almost 4 years. Oh, 3.5. Let's see. It seems everyone likes me fighting the Dutch. Clash of Fleets. Here we go. There's a lot of new ship classes getting to prove themselves. So Mbach class heavy cruiser. I mean, not bad, I guess. So Bing. That's the one we fought last battle. Thor class heavy cruiser. And it's these light cruisers again. With the long range torpedoes and not terrible speed. Let's see, what kind of DDs do they have? 30 knots. Alright. Wassenaar class battlecruiser. 12 14.6 inch guns. I got this with the 8 13s. This battleship though, 40,000 tons. That's quite impressive. That's bigger than any other ships I've currently have in service. Although I am building something that is bigger. I already showed you the Dannebrook. Alright, so here's the lineup. Battleship does not look bad. Battlecruiser looks very overgunned, maybe? Possibly under-armored. We got 2 pre-dreadnoughts with us. That's alright. They should be able to help in keeping light cruisers and DDs away from the main line. You can follow there. You can follow this one. Let's see, battleships turn that way. Battlecruiser also turn this way. What's the cruising speed of my battle line now? 17 knots for the dreadnoughts. That is decent. Let's see, DDs. You can do donuts here for now. What kind of torpedo range did I give these? 12.2 with 24-inch torpedoes. Torpedo boats, you can also do circles here. 12.2. Alright. There we go. It's actually the pre-dreadnought that spots them first. That is a huge battleship. the same speed as mine. Decent armor. Mark II 15-inch guns. Maximum bulkheads, spacious quarters. Yeah, this is a chonker of a ship. This is going to be quite the battle. And there we go. That's their battle cruiser as well. Lots of Mark II 14-inch guns. Not a whole lot of armor. Let's see, you got light shells. Cordite TNT-2. What did you have? Cordite 2, TNT-2. Okay. Standard AP. Alright, so it should possibly struggle penetrating my armor at range. I'm just getting my stuff organized here. I'm not giving these better torpedoes. Well, 8.9 is not horrible. Riga, I thought I told you to slow down. I guess you didn't listen. You're dropping speed now, though. Let's do some turning just to bleed some more speed. Let's see, top it. What kind of you almost have range with your 14s. Are we gonna bring in the torpedo boats now? I think maybe we should. And Riga is not really slowing down. I don't know what's up with that. Why sometimes the ships just don't listen to your orders when it comes to changing speed. If that's a dip thing or a 1.7 thing, what kind of torpedo range do we have to worry about? 4 kilometers. 5.8. 2.8. 8.9. Alright. Riga, your big guns have a target. I'll soon have a target for my torpedoes as well. From the torpedo boats. Well, more than one target, hopefully. Okay. Now I just need my torpedo boats to actually target the ships I want them to target. And not mess around with retargeting things. T-22 has launched. She's gonna run into those torpedoes though. Dud. They're good. Riga now having dropped her speed a bit. She's done some damage. I think she hit that enemy battleship. Let's see, you can rejoin the other two torpedo boats and just retreat to safety, to rearm. Let's see, here come the torpedoes. We've already hit the one of the battleships quite badly. Riga still targeting... no, that's the one I want you to target. Friday. Tapper. Fryktløs. As for these guys, they're trying to follow that battlecruiser that is just zooming ahead. The pre-dreadnoughts can just target whatever is closest, and that's what they are here for. We get torpedo hits. 2 torpedoes on the huge battleship. Some on the battlecruisers. A lot of duds. But mostly we're good. Mostly we are good. Let's see, Yggdrasil, you will target DDs. Riga, did you drop your speed? Yeah, you did. A little bit. Clearing away all the DDs. That is good. We're hitting that battleship hard. And I think that's a better thumbnail than the other one. taking quite a lot of damage from the 16s on Riga. So while she's not good at staying in position, at least she can pump out the damage. And the huge battleship sinks. That means new target for Riga. Means new target for Tuppet. Yeah, the DDs are being cleared away. Excellent. Now, speaking of DDs, I got my Berserker class here, ready to go in and do things. But the torpedo boats are actually ready too. I could bring them in for another go. Ooh, Yggdrasil. Not doing too hot. And she is lost. If we just actually followed behind the line instead of sailing a little bit closer to the enemy, maybe she wouldn't have gotten focused. Cert has taken some hits too. Riga switch target to Hercules. Heimdall now taking fire. Yeah, that torpedo run did a lot. Almost 200,000 damage. Almost half my damage is from that torpedo boat attack. That was quite effective. Here come the Berserkers. They carry more torpedoes per DD than the torpedo boats. Actually, twice as many. Torpedo boats have 2 double launchers. These have 3 quadruple launchers. Just gonna aim for the capital ships. All torpedoes are away. Excellent. And it looks like my DDs are getting away unharmed. So that is good. Wassenaar sinks. That was the big battle cruiser with all the 14-inch guns that apparently did quite a lot of damage to my armored cruisers. And we're getting more torpedo hits. That is nice. Hercules goes down too. A lot of them are duds though. They're hitting at weird angles. Let's bring in the torpedo boats, just for good measure. And smoke up and ready to launch. T-22 has launched. The other two it's just T-28 yet left who has not launched. Okay, new target then. There we go. You're done. So far so good. And even if I don't hit the intended targets, they're probably gonna hit something. Just kind of the intention here. Top it. Yeah, you are targeting the right ship. That's good. And here we go. More torpedo hits. 14, 15. We were at 12 before that last torpedo boat attack, so fewer hits this time around. But still some. Of course there are fewer targets, so that makes sense. Your cruising speed is quite high, Riga. %81 chance to hit at this range with the 16.5s. Not a whole lot of damage though, but that's a +3 armor quality? What kind of shit armor do you have? Iron plate. There we go. That's what you get for having iron plate armor in 1923-24. Still fairly thick though. Anyway, oh yeah, Magnus Bodfoot and Tyr. They also have 14-inch guns. I kind of forgot. Let's see. Friday and Friklös, you can start picking off those armored cruisers. My own armored cruisers here can get a little bit closer. This is the Eidsvoll class with the 8-inch guns. Should be fairly decent at taking on light cruisers. Let's see. That's one huge hit. Taking out half an armored cruiser. 101,000 damage from Riga. That's the numbers from my battleships. Magnus Badfoot, 7.5. Friday, 85. Tapper, 126. 15 and 63. Not bad. We're at almost 1,000,000 damage. 10, 6.5, 26. So they've done some work picking off those lighter ships. Yeah, even though I got a little bit annoyed at Riga just zooming ahead and doing her own thing, at least she's doing the thing. Her big 16s. And the battle line is doing things too. Can bring you in a little bit closer, I think. Enemy torpedo range is not that dangerous. Although still something to keep in mind. I'm not really sure what the Dutch are doing with these very fat armored cruisers. I mean, technologically, it's fairly advanced. Crop 2 armor and so forth, but alright, just gonna clean up the cruisers here now. Yeah, did work fine having these old pre-dreadnoughts in the battle line. Because they have, well, basically 50% the main gun firepower of a dreadnought. But a very decent secondary armament. There goes a light cruiser. I want my 8-inch armored cruisers to keep focusing the lights. Here comes some weather. It's just about to have my battlecruiser change target, but that target disappeared. Wait for her to reload. See if she can fire again. Solid. That looked like it hurt. Yeah, it did. 52,000 damage. Good one, Riga. Right, you have a new target. No you don't. It disappeared. I'm guessing they still have some ships here. Yeah, light cruiser. Can Can you delete that one too? I did some damage to it. Hector. But it's taken a lot of fire from a lot of things. And there she goes. Very nice. I'm glad I was able to catch this Dutch fleet with my my main battle group and not just have it beat up on my little invasion fleet. Alright. I gained the Dutch Antilles. Now then, for Venezuela. $30,000 tons. That should be doable. Let's move these up here. I don't think that needed tonnage thing is accurate, because that's factoring in all the ships we just sank. This fleet is going home. Let's just send it here to start off with, and then split the ships up to where I need them. And the battlecruisers here can take care of Venezuela. Alright. Do they have any ships left? They have a light cruiser somewhere. We still have fuel. So we're gonna make it to here, and then we're gonna take Sumatra too, because Sumatra also has oil. And of course, Venezuela has a lot of oil. So that should be pretty helpful for the economy. Alright, 89 months until radar. That's not too bad. Of course, it's gonna be less than that if I deprioritize some of these things, like the small guns. But as long as I'm not super late to the radar party, I'm happy. Let's see, United States and Japan. And Russia. And China. Okay, 100% here. And 100% there. Not bad. There's a lot of things happening in the world of politics right now. I'm still friendly with most nations. Maybe a little bit too friendly. Byzantine Empire, do they even have anything I would like to have if it comes to a fight? Now for that last island of theirs. Sumatra, 7,000 tons. Easy. I think I got more than what's needed here. Oh. And Bulgaria, I guess. But maybe maybe someone else would like to take that, maybe Germany or something. They're also very friendly with everyone. Friendliest German Reich ever. Okay, I'm just gonna organize these ships back into their ports. And while I'm just doing naval invasions, the Dutch have one light cruiser left somewhere. This technology popped up. Turtleback. Yes. So my battleships would like this. Although in dip, it actually doesn't give the same plus 15% armor resistance, or just resistance, as it does in vanilla. So it's kind of nerfed. And overall, all or nothing is actually better now. In pretty much all cases. Whereas in vanilla, it's more situational, which is best. You have a light cruiser here. Maybe we are gonna have a little fight. Yes, maybe we are. That's one turn left. That's one turn left. Mark IV 7-inch guns would be nice. Also, double geared steam turbines in 2 months. Not bad. Right. Strike that. We took Venezuela. And we get heavy cruiser on light cruiser action. Norwegian class armored cruiser with the 10-inch guns. This should be a fairly easy fight. That light cruiser doesn't look bad. Just the silhouette of it looks decent. Cruising speed is 21.2 knots. We can do 24 for now. Until we find it. Also, yes, I've got RDF now. Which is useful, but not as necessary as it is in vanilla. Just because it seems in dip your view range is a little bit higher. Or maybe that's just a 1.7 thing. knots and parallel course. Let's bring those Mark III 10-inch guns around. Already deleted a big part of the enemy ship. Not bad. Let's take a look at that cruiser. Yeah, no, it doesn't look horrible. That's a pretty nice looking light cruiser the Dutch have made here. It's just how it looks. Yeah. Fast torpedoes. That's why the range is short. Kind of light on armor. That's okay. My 10-inch guns would have made Swiss cheese out of it, even if it had 5 inches. That doesn't really make a difference. And they are not really hurting me much in return with their 5-inch guns. There go their torpedoes. And there goes their ship. Surrendered, actually. I expected a flooding kill out of that, but okay. Only 26 million, though. That is very cheap for a light cruiser. But that was the last of the Dutch Navy. I gained Sumatra, I gained Venezuela. Does Sumatra have any decent ports? No. Not really. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. So to defend this, I don't really have any ships that can be stationed here. So I would need to build some kind of small light cruiser or large DD just for the purposes of defending Sumatra. But in the meantime, my battle cruisers don't take too long sailing down there to fix things, so it's not too bad. And it's got oil. Now let's offer the Dutch a peace treaty. I cannot do that this turn. Oh, hold on. Where are you heading with those two armored cruisers? Anyway, I'm gonna put some ships into port. Let's go to Santiago de Cuba. The ports here in Venezuela are surprisingly small. And maybe I can get a battle with those last two armored cruisers. And I guess we can do one more battle before ending this. Ilmarinen Vanemainen up against a Noorderhawks class heavy cruiser. That's a very expensive heavy cruiser. That's a new one. Well, it's gotta be. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that doesn't look half bad. Again, just judging by the silhouette. Cruising speed 23, perfect. And with the refit towers, their tower spotting shouldn't be too bad. Uh, 18.9 kilometer range. Let's see. What have you cooked up here? Single guns. Those look tiny. I guess it's a pretty big armored cruiser, heavy cruiser, at 15,000 tons. Decent armor. Stereoscopic 3. Turbine engines. I'm not disliking this. I mean, for aesthetic purposes, the funnel and rear tower placements could be refined, and just to make it better, maybe give it double guns or even triples. But by AI standards, it's certainly not bad. And it is almost in range now. What kind of range do you have? Decent torpedo range, 7.5. Minus 70% torpedo visibility. Okay, electrics. So the torps are very slow. not even that much slower than standard torpedoes, but quite slow. And the range is not super amazing, but you're not going to see them until they hit. Especially not in dip, where capital ships cannot equip sonar or hydro. Ricocheting. Why are you so tough? Only 8 inches of armor. 110 quality. There we go. That went through. Deleted half the ship. Well, not half of it, but a lot of it amidships. It might be a decent heavy cruiser, but it's still facing 2 battle cruisers, so not really a fair fight, is it? And there it goes. Alright. And here it is, our peace treaty. Let's see. I can actually take Bulgaria. If I do, what do they have left then? I'm not sure. I can take their 2 heavy cruisers and 800 million. Let's see what they give me. Well, they sunk one of my heavy cruisers, so it's only fair that I take some of theirs. I get Bulgaria and both of their ships. Let's see. That means I now need things in the Black Sea as well, which obviously isn't good. But I wonder, what do the Dutch have left at this point? Provinces 1. Which one? Oh. Luxembourg. But it doesn't have a port. So that means they're gonna dissolve. Alright. So that's the end of the Dutch. Fine. I guess. In Cayenne and Casablanca. Alright, that's fine. Neither of those ports is overloaded. So, next episode will probably be another ship design episode, because we got some things to design now. And by the way, during that whole war, my economy was growing at 7.2%, which in wartime is pretty good. I'm guessing it's going to be back up to 13 or so when I'm at peace. Yeah. There's gonna be another ship design episode. We're gonna do some refits. We're gonna design some new cruisers, because we just got, where is it? Modern Cruiser 1. That's a lot of new hulls. Alright, goodbye, and take care.